Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another event idea video. So today we're going to be doing an event, mini event, and this is of course the one you voted for. This is my food themed event, and basically what this is I'm just going to be calling it the Food Critic event, because that essentially is what it is. Now, I have touched on this episode in the past where I've done different reviews, and I actually, for some weird reason, this is like an episode that played a lot, like repeated a lot on TV, and so it's an episode I'm really familiar with, and it's kind of weird because I wouldn't say it's my favorite episode, but it's an episode that I definitely remember quite fondly from my past. I don't think it's like an amazing episode or anything, but it's not too bad. So obviously the episode, Homer becomes a food critic and basically annoys all the restaurants in Springfield, and so I'm making an event out of it, so let's get into it. So starting off in the Springfield Chopper, it's the Springfield Chopper's anniversary, years since Johnny Newspaper Seed first made that fateful paper run. The Lifeways editor tells Mimi, who both of these are obviously editors, that he's doing a great history piece and she needs to do a special review of the restaurants in town. Mimi asks which one. The editor tells her all of them. Mimi declares it's not possible. She needs help. The editor tells her it's fine, but she better find it help quick. Homer is there and ready. Free food just for a crappy review? He's down. So you make Homer pick out restaurants to critique and make Lisa prepare to help Homer. And this will start the event. And the event currency, of course, is going to be Springfield Chopper issues. So quite simple there. Alright. So, Super Premium, we have Johnny Newspaper Seed. So this is $8.99 or pounds, whatever. Now, Johnny Newspaper Seed is actually the founder. I kind of feel like he's a bit more of a legendary figure, but he's supposedly the founder for the Springfield Chopper, so a historical figure, which is cool to get. Yeah, he founded Springfield Chopper apparently by delivering papers or whatever. So, yeah, I think he fits quite nicely as a super premium character. He doesn't actually physically appear. We only see him in a picture, so they can use that and build upon him. And yeah, I think there's plenty of stuff there for sure. And in the actual store is going to be something a bit different. It's not like this is impossible, and it's not like they've never, ever done this before, but they tend not to do it, and that is a character combo that has two characters. Now, this would be the Springfield Chopper Lifeways office with Mimi and the Lifeways editor for 150 donuts. Maybe a bit more, because seeing as it's two characters, maybe 200 donuts. But yeah, they don't tend to add two characters with a building. They have done it in the past, but I don't know if they've done it during the multi-event structure. At least it's been maybe a bit rarer. But there's nothing to stop them from doing it. So I wanted both these characters. I didn't feel comfortable putting one of them as super premium. I kind of wanted to have Johnny Newspaper Seed as super premium because both of these characters are kind of involved for the quest line I was going with. So I figured just chuck them in as a combo with the building. It's rare. It doesn't happen often, but I think it's still possible. And also just to address this Springfield Chopper building. Now, obviously we have already got the other Springfield Chopper building that we've seen before. That's already in the game, but this is the one that they show in the episode, and I kind of think that it's so drastically different to the other one that's in the show, the other Springfield Chopper, and the one that we've got in the game. It's so drastically different that I think it could just be added as a separate building. I mean, they've done that with the Brown House. Like the Brown House, they've added as the Powell House, the Brown House, the original Brown House, the cool Brown House. They've added so many Brown Houses in the game. I figure, why can't we have a second Springfield Chopper? And this one does look different, and you can just call it the Lifeways office, which obviously is basically what it is, because it appears that all the reviews and stuff are done here from this building. So, the quest line. Homer begins to trash Luigi, Akira, the sea captain, and even disses Moe's pickled eggs. Homer is not the most popular person in town, but Mimi and the editor are both amazed at his writings. Homer takes all the praise, but Mimi tells Lisa she knows it was her. No way a man could write like that. Mimi asks for help from Lisa for a new review of Ugly. The decor was ugly, the food was ugly, the staff ugly. It made up for its name. So you make Lisa help Mimi write an article, make Mimi describe her dinner, make obviously if you own her, make the Lifeways editor have a beer with Homer, obviously if you own him, make Homer diss Moe's pickled eggs, and make restaurant owners grow tired of Homer ×3. And you make Springfielders earn Springfield Chopper newspaper issues, and this will unlock Ugly, which is a building in Springfield. Now, we actually see Troy McClure and Patty go there, but the reason why I've picked these two buildings here, the Yogurt Nook and Ugly, there is a very good reason, and that is the Springfield food festival thing. God, I actually forget what it's called, the exact name of it. But the decoration that we got a while back, basically is what appears in the episode. Obviously, the French chef's little stall is already in the game technically, because it's within this Taste of Springfield. That's it, the Taste of Springfield fair. Both Ugly and the Yogurt Nook are actually included in that little Taste of Springfield in the booths. So that was the reason why I chose those two specific buildings, because we got the little booths in the game. So I figured, why can't we just get the actual proper buildings for those booths? Homer writes up a review for Krusty Burger, but seeing as Lisa was busy, he had Bart help write it. The editor is not impressed. The article reads like it was written by a 6-year-old. He tells Homer he needs to step up his game or he'll be fired. Homer thinks, dessert, that's an easy to explain item, so easy to talk about and easy to eat. So you make Homer eat yogurt, make Bart help Homer write a review, make Lisa help Mimi write, make Mimi describe food, and make the Lifeways editor cut Homer's recent reviews. And you make Springfielders earn Springfield Chopper newspaper issues, and this will unlock the Yogurt Nook, which is of course seen right here. Now, yeah, this is a Springfield Mall building, but I think it wouldn't be too hard to convert it, really. Just kind of add a little, window here. See this little blue pole here? Add a little window in front. Add a roof to it. You can have it kind of be like a sort of rectangular building. Maybe have a few chairs outside as well, just to add it, and you can chuck it in. The Lifeways editor tells Homer the article isn't as bad, but nowhere near the quality of Mimi and Lisa's article. And it turns out Springfield Chopper can only afford one food critic duo, so someone has to go. He suggests they both go to an upcoming theatre dinner hosted by Krusty, and whoever has the best review wins. Homer begs Lisa to write his review, but Mimi tells her not to. Lisa asks Marge what to do, and she suggests writing them both a separate article to keep them both happy. So you make Lisa stay up all night writing reviews, make Homer watch the play and eat, make Mimi watch the play and eat, and make the editor cut staff, make Krusty perform, and you earn Springfield Chopper newspaper issues, and of course this will unlock the Springfield Dinner Theatre, which is right here. So obviously this one does actually appear in the Food Critic episode. I think Guess Who's Coming to Criticize Dinner? Is that what it's called? Obviously this one does actually appear in the episode, so it makes sense to add this. Plus, pretty cool to get. The editor reads both articles, and they are both solid, so good that he is stumped for who to pick. Mimi offers to get back with him, and she won't nag as much. She promises not to nag as much. Homer offers to buy him beer, as many beers as he wants, but the editor picks Mimi and fires Homer. Homer is mad, and he is approached by the evil chef, who tells Homer that Mimi is soon going to be reviewing his eclair, so Homer can have his position back soon. And Homer's just there like, what? I don't understand. So you make Homer not understand, make Mimi try a nice eclair, make Lisa listen to Mimi, make the editor move into Mimi's place, and make Springfielders earn newspaper issues, and this will unlock the Deadly Eclair Station. So basically all this is going to be is, just because we don't actually have it, the booth is in the game, but you can't obviously see inside of it. So what I basically want is pretty much just these 4 little tables here with the butter, antidote, and poison, and then there'll just be like a little eclair, like a big ass eclair on the table. And it's, nothing too exciting, but I want an animation for the evil chef to have this, and I think it warrants being added in this thing. I feel it's only one decoration, so I think it's fair for that to take up a place. The evil chef waits for Mimi to blow up, but before she does, she throws the eclair away. It's too chocolatey. Lisa thinks Homer, and the chef can be like, "What? Why are you eating an eclair?" Lisa thinks Homer set this up, and the evil chef blames Homer, saying he threatened to give him bad reviews if he didn't kill Mimi. Lisa is heartbroken that her dad was stooped this low, and Wiggum lets the chef go. He's like, I guess you didn't do anything wrong, and he arrests Homer. Homer is confused, but Bart notices the evil chef and the editor. He notices the evil chef tell the editor that he'll try again soon. So you make Bart bring the truth to Wiggum, make Wiggum arrest Homer, make Lisa be upset with her father, make the editor plot to kill Mimi again, and make Mimi curse Homer. Make Springfielders earn SS newspaper issues, obviously Springfield Chopper newspaper issues, and this will unlock the evil chef. I could call him the evil French chef, but I think the evil chef is fair and all fair. I don't think we've got any other evil chefs in the games, in the show, so evil chef I think's fair for him. He doesn't have a name, but I think evil chef does him justice. He's quite memorable for me anyway, so I'd know who he is. So Bart brings the truth to Wiggum, and Wiggum is not convinced. Homer offers his all-you-can-eat Critic license, so Wiggum has unlimited access to all the restaurants in town, and he's sold on that. Screw the evidence. Bart can be like, so I've got this tape recording. Wiggum's like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Wiggum arrests the editor and arrests the chef, and Homer is free. And Lisa, she feels a bit stupid that she thought her dad would actually do that. However, the town is still mad at Homer for those bad reviews. Lisa, in a cynical way, has a plan, and that's make Lisa blame Mimi and make Homer blame Mimi. And that will be the end of the event. So yeah, I don't know, I think it works. It kind of tosses the whole Homer getting blown up by the eclair thing on its head, and like I said, it does include both these characters quite prominently. I couldn't just have one. I have to have both, and I think putting them as super premium, a lot of the time the super premium character isn't that related to the event. Like, they'll maybe appear in the quest line, but they won't be like big involvements, and both of these characters were big involvements. So yeah, I didn't really want to have one is the thing. One is a super premium, and I think Johnny Newspaper Seed makes sense as a super premium. But anyway, let's get into some tasks and animations. So for Johnny Newspaper Seed, we have Fight Off Nature for 60 minutes. So this is the one time I will allow a raccoon. So basically, he'll have his newspapers, and there will be like a raccoon jumping on his newspapers, an owl maybe. Actually, no, screw the raccoon. It's just owls. There's basically owls coming for his newspapers and trying to grab them, and he's just there like fighting with his little satchel, just like fighting the owls off. Celebrate another sale for 4 hours. That will be at the either of the Springfield Chopper buildings. Figure out internet news for 8 hours. That could be the JavaScript, I guess. Deliver mail for 12 hours. So he'll be on one of these old-timey bikes, cycling around the town, just chucking newspapers left and right, you know. Just like a normal delivery, like a normal paper boy would do, but the difference is he's on a funny looking bike. And then re-establish his newspaper empire for 24 hours. That will probably also be at the JavaScript. My idea for his quest line is that, you know, he's out of his time zone, and he's trying to, the Springfield Chopper is failing, and he's like, wait, I got an idea, let's re-establish it, and we'll get on the internet. For Mimi, we have review champagne for 60 minutes. So this will be outside the Springfield Chopper Lifeways Lifeways building, and basically there'll be like a little table. It will spawn with like 3 different champagne glasses. She'll pick up one, put it down, and she'll be like shake her head. She'll pick up another, and maybe like she's disgusted and she throws it. You know, she smashes the glass or something, and then maybe the third one she drinks and she's like, and she kind of, maybe she gives like a thumbs up, but like she still has her face on it, sort of thing. Yeah, and then it will just repeat. Harass restaurants online for 4 hours. That will be at the same building. Write up a news article for 8 hours. Same building. Try cooking for herself for 12 hours. So this will be at the same building. I think like a little oven will spawn essentially, and yeah, like a little oven, and then just on top of the oven, she's like mixing. Actually, no. A little stove will appear, like a little barbecue stove, and she'll have like something in a pan, and then the pan will like, you know, set ablaze. It will go on fire, and she'll be like, you know, basically showing that she critiques all these people for their cooking, but she can't cook herself. And then look for a restaurant that will serve her for 24 hours. That will be at any restaurant. For the Lifeways editor, we have edit articles in quotations, because basically this will be him reading an article, and he'll just rip up the paper, pick up another one, read it, and then maybe he'll like scrunch it into a ball and throw it away. Read another, and then he'll just take some scissors and cut it into 2, and then repeat. Look for sponsorships for 4 hours. This will be at good point. He's trying to increase the paper support. So it could be anywhere really. Duff Stadium maybe. Duff Bury, something like that. Hire and fire staff for 8 hours. That will be at the Lifeways editor building, or the Lifeways building. I'm just going to call it the Lifeways building for now on. Unblock the printing machine for 12 hours. So again, this is another animation that will spawn at the Lifeways Springfield Chopper building. This little conveyor belt thing will, it will be, the papers will be going over. It will kind of get jammed. All the papers will jam up, and he'll be there. He'll do something with the wires, and then he'll fix all the papers. They'll start going as normal, and then they'll block again and repeat. So this little conveyor belt will just spawn when you start the animation. And then consider retirement for 24 hours. That will be at the same building. And then for the French chef, or the evil chef, I should say, get blown up by his dessert for 60 minutes. This will be at the little stand here that he unlocks with, and he'll be putting his poison or whatever in it. And then it will just, the eclair will just blow up in his face. He'll be covered in like chocolate and cream or whatever. Maybe his hat gets blown off. Then he'll kind of like wipe his face, duck down, and he'll have his hat back on. Test new poisons for 4 hours. That'll be at the, that could be anywhere really. That could just be the Brown House. Try being a legitimate chef for 8 hours. This will be the Gillard Truffle. I figure we can do something with the French waiter as well. And then evade capture for 12 hours. This will be him. So he'll be... So he'll be by a dumpster. Any dumpster you have. He'll have like handcuffs on. And basically he'll like wiggle his wrists, break one hand free of the handcuffs, and then hop in the bin. In the dumpster. He'll close it, poke his head out, look left, look right, jump out, and then maybe he could repeat, I don't know. And then look for the antidote for 24 hours. That could be the hospital. So yeah, that's my little event. So let me know what you think about it. I think it's pretty solid. I think it could work. It kind of focuses on an episode, but also takes the two buildings from another episode, from other episodes, and I think it all fits in quite nicely. Yeah, so I'm happy enough with it. Tell me it's amazing, please. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.